Keep a list and avoid getting dismissed, okay? Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets, Saturday edition. On today's episode, well, first, before we get into that, this is a channel that is for people who are self-employed that teaches tips, tricks, and techniques to help you be successful self-employed, to quit your job and be a self-employed barber, dentist, event planner, whatever your dream is to do 100%. Okay. Tips, tricks, and techniques. On today's video, we're going to talk about keeping a list. Okay. Keeping a tangible list to avoid getting dismissed. Okay. As you get more clients, you're going to have to become more organized. And a very simple way to be organized is to keep a physical list. Every time you get a client, keep a saved Word document with your client's names on it so you can look at it at a glance, okay? Regardless of circumstance, okay? Keep a physical list around of all your clients that pay you monthly or whoever you're working with, so you keep it at a glance regardless of circumstance, okay? You want to remember that, okay? Because you know what's important is that the more you count, the more you'll surmount. Okay, I'm going to say it again, the more you count, the more you will surmount. Also, too, stay tuned for the very end for a surprise. By keeping a list, you are able to distill in your mind what you have to do for that particular client, and it gives you peace. It gives you peace to continue doing what you're doing and not feel overwhelmed, okay? The more you can feel happy and uplifted and peaceful about what you're doing, the more energy you're going to have and the more you're going to be able to work, okay? So this is a soothing technique. It's a very serene way to go about your day. Okay, so look at your list every now and then. Have I done this for this client, this for this client, this for that client? Okay, remember, the more you count, the more you'll dismount. Okay, keeping inventory well, but we'll talk about that at the very end. Because there's gonna be times when you're hurried and harried, and a lot of people it's a very simple concept of keeping a list. But a lot of people don't do it. You can keep it right on your desk, or you can just look. You can take 5 seconds out of your day and say, hey, this is what needs to be done for this client, that. And then before you know it, you're like, oh, I'm done. And do it every time you add a client, put them on that list. Because as you get more clients, you're going to have to be more aware and have to have more energy and be more organized and be better suited for what's coming next. Okay? Because you want to be able to, and even also too, it's a great planning technique as you can project into the future what you're going to end up having to do for these people. Okay, so just keeping a simple list of your client names, and also too, as an addendum to that, is keeping business cards too. We talked about this on a previous video, but keeping business cards on a bulletin board so you can see and envision and imagine yourself working with that person. Because remember, the best customer service is not what you do in front of someone. The best customer service is what you do when you're not around who you work with. Okay, the best customer service is what you do in private. Okay, how you take care of yourself, how you have fun. Okay, having fun gets the funds. Okay, you want to be as happy as possible. You want to be as high as you possibly can in a world that's trying to deliberately bring you down to mediocrity and sadness and depression and ultimately death. Okay, these are why you should watch these videos. Okay, they're going to help you as someone who has been successfully self-employed for years now. Okay, this world doesn't want you to be happy. Society doesn't want you to be happy. Personally convinced that society does not want you to be genuinely happy. Okay, and just want to say this: someone who's had their own self-employment venture, it's a lot of happiness comes with it. A lot of sorrow too, but a lot of happiness comes with it too. Now this leads to today's surprise. Today's surprise is keeping inventory leads to a better story. Keeping inventory leads to a better story. Keeping inventory of your clients, okay? Your current monthly client. This is really for subscription-based, but also too, if you have a project-based business, such as you're a mechanic, you can keep track of all your projects and feel at peace. When your mind is telling you got 128 projects and you look at your list and you only got 7, it brings you back to reality, okay? It brings you back to reality. It gives you peace, helps you to plan, okay? Helps you to Just be better at everything. See how what you're doing for companies interrelates with other ones, and see if there's an efficient way to do things just by keeping a simple list. Right now, I have a Word document where every time you get a client, you just write their name down. That's it. Keep a list and avoid getting dismissed. Okay. And lastly, as always, unsuccessful people will make decisions based on current situation, but successful people, you hopefully make decisions based on where you want to be. Okay. Remember, keeping inventory leads to a better story. The more you count, the more you'll be able to surmount. Okay. And keep your list at a glance, regardless of circumstance. Okay. I hope you got something, learned something new. Okay. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.